guys, it's Shadow the Rat, and for today's video, I'm going to be continuing my Meet My Rat series, which is a series where I basically just go over each individual rat and tell you a little bit about them. So in today's video, we're going to talk about my rat Pickle. And as some of you might know, Pickle was the sister of my rats Olive and Donut. Pickle's story is that basically I initially got her sisters Olive and Donut when they were a little under 6 weeks of age, and their breeder was planning on keeping back several of the girls. However, unfortunately, someone ended up returning some of the males from the litter to her because they were moving away and their new place did not allow pets. So the boys got returned to the breeder, and she offered me a boy initially in order to have him neutered and then put with my girls because I only keep girls. However, that unfortunately did not work out, so she offered me Pickle, which is one of the remaining girls, instead. So I ended up taking Pickle home, and she actually came home on April 3rd, which is a day before World Rat Day, which is April 4th. And she was a little under 4 months at the time, as were her sisters Olive and Donut. Olive and Donut at the time lived with my two older rats, Sugar and S'more, although unfortunately S'more passed away shortly before I got Pickle. And at the same time as Pickle, I also got two other rats called Omelette and Egg. The intro between Pickle and the other rats, which was my first three-way intro, was quite difficult, mainly because Pickle was actually quite a bit of a bully to all the other rats. So she actually was kind of the problem rat, although her sisters were also a little bit bullyish towards the other rats. But after a few weeks, everyone had fully settled and they got along really well. Personality-wise, Pickle was always a very high-strung rat. She was quite confident, but it was also very easy to accidentally spook her, and if something spooked her, it took her a long time to warm up to it again, which is really interesting because her sisters are the exact opposite. Like, if something spooks them, they will run towards it. They're just crazy little rats. But Pickle herself was still very confident. She was just a little bit more high-strung and sensitive. And in general, she was just a really sweet rat. She loved to sit on my shoulder, and she was also very easy to handle, and her fur was just so soft. I think she was one of the nicest rats to pet. I mean, all the rats are nice to pet, but Pickle in particular was like the softest and smoothest rat I've ever had. And yeah, she was a really sweet rat, and I really loved having her around. She learned so many different tricks. She was so much fun to train with. She especially liked agility. However, she had a lot of trouble with basketball, which is one of the main tricks we work on. So it took her a while to learn that, but once she got it down, she became really good at it, and then she would often play against her sisters. She got quite competitive. Now, I only had Pickle for around a year, unfortunately, to be exact, a little over 13 months. And that's because Pickle ended up developing a Zimbel's gland tumor, which is a terminal facial tumor in rats. They're fairly rare, but she was just very unlucky. She was only 17 months at the time, and unfortunately, there was nothing we could do. We had her on palliative care for a few weeks, but after that, we had to make the decision to let her go because she just wasn't doing well anymore, and the medications just weren't helping. So yeah, unfortunately, her life was shorter than I was hoping for. Her sisters, Olive and Donut, at the time of this video, are a little over 2 years old, so both of them are still doing pretty well. But I do wish that Pickle was still here with us. Anyways, Pickle lived a really great life, and even though it was unfortunately cut short, she did so much fun stuff during her short time with me, and I am so grateful that I was able to get her. I was never planning on bringing in another rat at that time, but I'm so glad that I did, and I'm really thankful that I was able to have her for as long as I did. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!